Aries, welcome to your reading. Let's see what we have for you today. Sun, Moon, Rising, as always. Take the bits that resonate, leave the rest. And that applies to everybody watching this video. Here we go. What's going on for the sign of Aries? Well, suddenly your life takes a turn for the much busier. After a long deliberation, Aries, you've finally decided to make the decision and go for it in a big way. So, lots of communication. With the Six of Swords, now, whichever way you've decided to go with this particular situation, this particular connection, it's going to be very, very fast moving. The only thing that you have to be kind of wary of is it could well burn itself out very quickly. I'm kind of getting with this with you. Pace yourself. Don't let anybody push you faster than you're willing to go. Okay, there's been a lot of manifesting, a lot of competition in this. You always felt that this situation was very combative. You've been stressing. The person you've been dealing with have been stressing. There's been a lot of communication come in. There's new beginnings for you. And finally, I feel you're beginning to forgive yourself. What I mean by that is it's not an admittance of guilt or anything. It's just that, we end up in situations through decisions we make, and sometimes those decisions are not the best ones, but this is how we learn. We use that experience hopefully to move on. And this is precisely what you're doing. Could well be as well for one of you that there's a child involved and that's the reason for the delay. But now you're finally making your mind up. You've been thinking about leaving a situation for a long while. You've been disconnecting emotionally, and now for a lot of you, I feel there is a sudden turn of events here. It's a bit like a tower moment, because you've got 2 8s here. 2 8s, that's 16 in the majors, and 16 in the majors is the tower. So there's, sudden communication coming in, and it kind of releases you in a certain way. A lot of you have been waiting. And it could be the decision on a divorce, or, waiting for them to make a decision. Either way, there's movement. But there is certainly a long-standing connection here that you're disconnecting from. Whether that be in work or personal life, love life, You've been juggling for far too long. There's been a lot of prioritising going on. But you've tried to keep too many things in the air all at once, Aries. And now, the universe is saying that these changes are unavoidable. The past must give way to the future. It must yield. I'm kind of getting for a long time you've been trying to hang on to the past to keep it alive, but there is some kind of finality with this. Yeah. Could be news that's coming in. Whatever your situation, whether it's been stagnant or you've been, battling in competition, or you've been, wanting a new job or whatever, there's finally a lot of movement, and your life is about to take a turn very quickly. In tarot terms, that means over the next 6 months. But for the last 10 years, you've been stuck in a situation that you've been sort of edging and thinking about getting out of, and the energy's built and it's built and it's built, and you've been juggling situations, trying to keep everything in the air, trying to keep balance, but it's not worked. And now I feel some of you, or at least a couple of you, have been waiting on a legal decision regarding work or a divorce or marriage, and now suddenly there's that release. It will be a bit overwhelming, because after a period of stagnation, then all of a sudden movement, when you least expect it, is rather overwhelming. And to get your happiness, you are going to have to find a lot of inner strength. and your ability to adapt to the changes very quickly will be the key here. As I say, there's sudden communication coming in, sudden news. Like I say, it will feel very, very overwhelming. But you've got the answers inside you. You just have to look. You've got all the tools you need. For one or two of you, there's the person you've been dealing with. They've been in a situation, they want to be together with you, but it's been a long time coming. And now, where you've almost given up, they say, I'm free, we can go, we can pursue our future, pursue our destiny. But, there's one or two last obstacles to overcome. But once those have overcome, it's kind of not home dry, but yeah, movement will be a lot freer. There's going to be travel for a lot of you. With this 8 of Wands, 6 of Swords, Knight of Wands, that's travel, that's relocation. There's been a lot of deliberation. Trust your own judgment on this, Aries. Yeah, I'm getting relocation for one or two of you to another country, or, if you're in the States or Australia or somewhere like that, moving to another part of the country, in which case you will have to adapt to new lifestyles. The lifestyle in Texas is very different to the lifestyle in Colorado or Kansas or Florida, different laws for one thing. And this is all about adapting. Interesting. Yeah, finally the chance to commit. You've already got the basis for stability here, but this is also working together to find the solutions to overcome the problems that you two have got between you. It's kind of working it out. But finally, equilibrium coming in. It's where everything kind of comes to a head. And like I say, it's time to move. Finally, harmony, leaving a toxic situation before, leaving a stagnant situation behind. You're certainly not going to repeat past cycles, and finally getting harmony between you and somebody. But there will be compromises. You'll have to compromise a little bit. If you're waiting for legalities regards property or whatever, or settlement of some kind, then yes, you will have to compromise. You won't get everything you want, but it will free you up. With this devil here, it's in the future, it's kind of a warning. Take a different approach, because you've been going around on a karmic wheel with somebody or something for a long, long time. Second chances, third chances, fourth chances, fifth chances. And it's been drawn and dragged out. Now, the future looks bright. Thanks very much for watching. Bye-bye for now.